like, okay, guy, you see me down here trying to lose some weight. My back hurting, my shoulders, my knees, all this weight on the knees. You see me trying to get it up off of me. Don't split the pole. Got my babies, y'all. They done made the basketball team, so now they finna get a little extra practice on in. Why y'all gotta be holding hands and stuff? Y'all scared? Oh, Lord. Jesus. Don't be trying to hide. They're trying to be behind the camera. Uh-huh. I have a question. So are you supposed to like complete lean over, or you should stay still and dribble? Oh, because they use lean to the side like the gangster lean. Get that ball up, babe. Okay, y'all, this will be my baby's first year playing basketball ever. She is a gymnastics dance girl. She has never picked up a basketball until she started going. I'm not going to say that because she does go to the teen center and she likes to play every game, sport there is. If she could play football, she probably would. She's very competitive and she doesn't like to lose. But I'm hoping, I'm praying that she sticks with this basketball, because I told her, we need some scholarships, okay? I did send her home to my cousin Kani's basketball camp. She is awesome and she learned a lot from her, and I'm forever grateful for that. And I told her, you don't just practice at school, you gotta practice at home. You gotta eat right, you gotta get your sleep, you gotta exercise, do all the things that you're supposed to do, because sports ain't no joke. It ain't no joke. And she has her friend here and they love working together, and you'll probably be seeing more of them together in the future. From the roof I touch, put up a guard and count to 10. Lions den, speaking with the higher pen, can't be touched by fire that's rolling to the bone. I'm working on you so I'm tired.
Yes.
You had good practice. They're so cute. Hey y'all, headed in Walmart. So my baby decided to have a sleepover at the last minute. So I'm about to give them something to eat. Oh. They're gonna have something real simple. Some hot dogs and french fries tonight. My back hurting so bad. I ain't doing nothing extra. Alright. Let's see.
Angels do, and you gon' make it through now.
Tell about the healer. Greater is the one within and call him as the leader. Teach her how to hold a pretty hand up to the sky. Never wait upon the giver, he'll deliver like a dealer. To take her higher, higher. Fly out the valley and the fire. Take her higher, higher. Fly out the valley and the fire. Train her for running. Show her every door and how the windows let the sun in. Copy out the key and tell her this is for becoming. Even in the fever, baby, cry and get to running. And tell her that you better get your bootstraps up. You're with the army. Ready when the truth act up, nothing can harm me. Yelling from the roof, I touch, put up a guard and count to 10. Lion's den, speaking with the higher pen. Can't be touched by fire then. Fast forward to the grown things now. I'm working on them soul things now. Forgiving all your old ways, but it's harder on the cold days. Cold days. Never been a product of a flawless environment. Never acted like I'm higher than you.
Okay, y'all, sorry. I'm watching one of my favorite movies, Diary of a Mad Black Woman. That's one of my favorite movies. Y'all excuse the little stain I got right here. Every time I eat, I'm dropping something, so. But Diary of a Mad Black Woman, y'all. This movie, and the reason why it's one of my favorites is because we done all been hurt. And we be wanting that get back, that lick back. And yeah. She wasn't one of the ones that went back after she got hurt. She had already found a new love. And she was going to get hers, and she did. And dude thought that he could just jump right on in because he done took care of her and he in a wheelchair and all that stuff. No, because you knew, you should have known she was there for you from the get-go. You know, girl done went off with all your money. Cleaned out your bank account. Yeah, I'm trying to flat iron my little hair for tomorrow for church. But yeah, done cleaned out all your little money. Okay, y'all. This is my first time flat ironing a wig. I'm gonna tell y'all, I used to be real girly girl. I'm not that anymore. I through the years, I have lost me. And y'all have heard me say that on a couple of other videos. But y'all just gonna be on my journey with me, okay? If you're watching this video, this channel, you are gonna be on my journey. Before I had my baby, way before I had my baby, actually, baby, back home, my hair was did every 2 weeks and my nails and feet was did every 2 weeks. Faithfully, every 2 weeks. When it was time to roll out and go somewhere, baby, that Saturday morning or that Friday, I was trying to find me an outfit or a couple of outfits for the weekend. That's just how my family and my friends is back home. One thing for sure about the South. People gonna have their hair did. If they don't have nothing else, their hair and them nails is gonna be done. Their fresh haircut gonna be cut, baby, and the lineup gonna be fresh. That's one thing I can say about my people, my friends and my family. Baby, my hair stayed in, okay? And then when I got, when I got pregnant, I dealt with postpartum depression for a long time. Long time. And I just dealt with it. Everything I go through, I just deal with it. I may talk to somebody, vent a little bit, but like professional help, counseling, therapy, which I still feel like I need, I didn't do that. I just dealt with it, you know. And through the years, I lost me. I started gaining weight. I was a stress eater, and not really paying attention to what I look like in the mirror. But let me tell you, after I had my baby, I was fine, baby. It looked like I didn't even have no baby. I would go back to work and everybody was like, "What, you sure you was pregnant?" Mm-hmm. I looked it good, and I should have gotten a gym then and stayed, but I didn't. I didn't. I went back to work and started eating. Every day somebody was bringing cookies, cakes, and pies, and sandwiches. Man, I'm talking about, I was a dispatcher then. Every day somebody was bringing something. And I had gained so much weight. And so I started maybe 2 years ago really paying attention to myself. Clothes ain't fitting right like they used to. Got all these clothes in the closet with tags on it. You know, can't fit them. And still just eating, stress eating. I had to stop doing that. I moved to Georgia in 2016, I think. And I had a doctor's appointment. And just a, follow up, physical. And that my doctor was like, after my tests and stuff came in, she was like, you borderline diabetic? And I was like, huh? And she was like, yeah, what have you been eating? What are you doing? And so explained all that to her, and she was like, you have to change something. You have to change something. It ain't no ifs, ands, buts about it. You're going to have to change the way you eat, more water. You have to start working out and being active, doing something before this gets worse. Like now, I feel like I do need to go get, it is time for me another checkup, another physical. I ain't saying I ain't had one since then, but I haven't had one this year. And so I was like, man, okay. So then I ended up changing how I eat, more water, trying to go to the gym and do a little something in there. Like I really had changed because I didn't want to be sick. I didn't want to be poking my hand and having to take medicine. I already don't like taking pills and stuff like that as it is. So then I ended up moving back to Tennessee and became a stress eater again. Everything that I went through, besides talking to somebody and praying about it, I was eating. Food was my comfort. In some ways, it still is a little bit, but it ain't as bad. Today, my issue is chips and juice. I may eat one meal a day, maybe two. But chips and juice, man, I can eat and drink that all day long. So I've been trying to wean myself off of that. My mama was here and she bought me all kind of fruit. So I just be up in there cutting it up, trying to eat more of that, more vegetables, less bread. Bread and pasta is another weakness of mine. I can do without bread, but I love my spaghetti, y'all. It's been hard. It's been hard, y'all. And I had a trainer up until last year, off and on. I have a bad back. I have a sciatic nerve. So, like right now, I woke up this morning, my back killing me. So I came and got on the couch. And normally being on the couch, it helps, but they ain't done nothing. So I got to do my stretches and stuff my doctor gave me. And I really don't want to take no pills, so I'm trying not to go that route. But I enjoyed going to Coach Bell, my trainer that I had, but my back tripping. Then my shoulders, my left shoulder, like down, I'm talking about y'all, right, all inside the bone, all up in there. It just started hurting out the blue one day. I don't know if it's because was it my right shoulder? I think it started with my right. And I lay on this side a lot. So I don't know if maybe that was the issue just through the years laying, but it would hurt. Man, it hurt so bad. I couldn't lift no weights. I couldn't do nothing. And I'm like, okay, guy, you see me down here trying to lose some weight. My back hurting, my shoulders, my knees, all this weight on the knees. You see me trying to get it up off of me. Man, and then I have bad cycles. TMI, just letting you know. I have really, really bad cycles. So I would be out a week, a whole week, not being able to work out. And I ain't want my trainer thinking that I'm trying to skip out on working out and stuff like that. That wasn't the case. It's just, I'm just messed up over here. Just messed up. But I'm trying, y'all. I would love to have him back. I would love to have him as a trainer again. But man, it's just a waste of money for me because some gonna be hurting. Cause baby, when you work out with him, you're not finna do no baby workouts. You told him what you wanted to do, and he gonna make sure you get your money's worth. Okay. And I hate that I can't. Like, it frustrates me because trying to do it on your own, it's hard. It's hard to motivate yourself. It's hard to go in there and be like, okay, let me see what I need to do. You're Googling, you're researching to see if you need to, how many calories do you need to intake, and what do you need? Man, it's a lot. It's a lot, and it's a little depressing. It is, but I'm gonna do it. I had planned to work out today, and I just don't want to add any more pressure on my back because once that nerve really kick in, it's been times that I couldn't even walk. I would have to crawl to get to the bathroom, or it would take me a long time to get up off of the bed. Excuse me. I couldn't even hardly put my pants on, my shoes. Like, sciatic nerve ain't no joke. It's no joke. So when I come home every day, I do try to do my stretches and stuff like that, so I won't be down. Sometimes I may have to miss a day of work because I can't walk. But anywho, I was talking about hair at first, wasn't it? I was talking about. See, this is why I need to start taking notes, because I be getting off subject. I be getting off subject a little bit too much. But what I was saying was what I think I was saying. I was a girly girl at one point, and now I'm really not. I'm trying to get back there. And one of my good friends, I think the one I told y'all about, the Unique As You. She owns that boutique. She bought me this, y'all, when I went on vacation. I tried to style it, honey. I don't know nothing about trying to style. I used to do hair years ago. Oh, and another thing, got carpal tunnel. I can't even do people's nails no more. I just messed up, I would like to do mine. I'm gonna try to do mine. So if I do, I'll make sure I video it so y'all can see it. I may try to do somebody else's nails in the future, but right now, that ain't happening. I don't know. But I'm finna see. I know that I ain't got the best lighting. Y'all, where do I start? What do I do? First of all, let me see how hot these flat irons is. I be done burnt all the hair off, child. Hold on. And those that know me know I used to be into hair and do other people's hair, and now it's like I don't even know what to do no more. That's how long it's been. Oh, let's see. Hold on. Ooh, that's real. Ooh, look how straight. Oh, I think I'm gonna do the whole thing, y'all. Hold on. Let me see. I just don't want to get frustrated doing. Hold on now. Don't y'all be looking at my naps back there. Okay, let me do. Hold on. Let me do this little piece. Man, come on now. Because I've been wearing it pent up at work this week. Let's see. Please don't let me burn my ear, Jesus. Should I use the comb to go down, y'all? Look how straight. This my hair. Came from my scalp. See, I can't really, hold on. I'm a lefty. I'm a lefty. Hold on. Wait a minute. Wait. I don't know why I be clamping down so hard. Check it. Ooh, look how straight that is. Ooh. Watch it be up tomorrow, watch. And then if I get it straight though, what I'm supposed to how to let's see, my wrist hurt. I need to put my wrist thing back on because my wrist is starting to, well, not starting to, it's been hurting. That ain't straight. It still got like a little wave. Hold on. Still got a little wave to it. But yeah, what I was saying about that movie, y'all, Diary of a Mad Black Woman. Men and women now. It don't be all men all the time. It be some women low down. Low down women out there too. And when you get into a relationship, just like, man, come on. Just like I watched this movie with Dorothy, I keep wanting to call the lady Dorothy. This ain't the Wizard of Oz. I was watching this, I seen the movies in the 90s. Well, I didn't see it in the 90s. The movie was made in the 90s. But there's a series on Netflix called Dirty John. And this series is about Dan and Elizabeth Broderick. I think that's how you say their name. Baby, this woman murdered her ex-husband and his new fiance. And I'm gonna tell you why. Okay. Girl. Okay, so Dan and Elizabeth Broderick, he was a well-known, successful lawyer. They were married for 16 years. They have 4 children. Oh, look how straight that is, y'all. They were married for 16 years. They had 4 children. When they first got married, they had a baby. Was it their second child that they had? She had a miscarriage, ended up having a miscarriage. But she was holding it down for the family. She was working like 3 jobs at a time because he was supposed to be a doctor, and he ended up being a lawyer. And he didn't have to work or anything. She held him down, kept the lights on, food on the table. They did what they had to do to make it. They had a small apartment. And to me, from what they showed in the series, her parents was awful. They was awful. So they ended up getting a house. He graduated law school. They ended up getting a house. They stayed there, and they was talking one night. They was talking, and I think somebody was going to close their practice, the law firm down or something. So the wife was like, "Are you thinking what I'm thinking? Maybe you should open up your own law firm." And he was like, basically same thing I'm thinking. So he ended up opening up his own law firm, blew up, big dog. They ended up getting their dream home, beautiful home, and she was just so happy. When I tell you, this woman loved her family, she loved her husband, her children. She was one of them parents that went to everything for her kids and her husband. She went to all the games, all the functions, parents meetings. She always threw birthday parties, not only for her children, for other kids. Like, she was really that mom. She was that mom. And he did his thing. He worked, paid the bills, whatever, with the boo. So then this lady, one of her friends, she always had brunch with these 3 other ladies, according to the series. And it's a little bit, I think that happened in the movie too. But she always had brunch with some of her friends. And one of her friends ended up going through a divorce. Her husband left her for somebody else. And Elizabeth was like, that'll never happen to me. My husband loved me. We just like this perfect family. And then her friends was even like, oh my God, I just wish, I was you. You guys are just perfect. Nothing ever goes wrong. Woo the woo. And that had her thinking just for a second, that it could be me. But she was like, nah, So then this little young chick ended up working in a law firm as a receptionist. She started out as a receptionist, and they ended up going to not the receptionist, but Dan and Elizabeth ended up going to like this Christmas ball. It was some kind of function ball or something, and his back was turned towards Elizabeth, and she walked up on him and she heard him say, "Oh man, she's just beautiful." So they got ready to be seated, and Dorothy, and I keep wanting to call the woman Dorothy, Elizabeth, he calls her Bets. Bets asks him, who were you just talking about? And he was like, what were you talking about, Bets? And she was like, you just said that somebody she's just so beautiful. Who are you talking about? And he said, the receptionist at my job. And she like, in her mind, looking at her face, she like, oh, you done, let me, yeah. So time went on. He started coming home late and stuff. And so one night he came in and they were talking, and she was like, you don't rub my hair anymore. You don't touch me the way you used to, and we don't talk like we used to. And she, asking him was something wrong, and he was like, no, I'm just tired, working a lot, woo. And so I need to be flat out. I'm just talking, ain't doing nothing in my head. So time went on again. Bets is asking, who is this? What's her name? Because she, at this point, she feeling like something ain't right. Something is wrong. And so He was like Lori, Lara, something like that. Like, he really didn't know her name at first because she worked downstairs as the receptionist, right? So, child, she ended up going to the job, made like she finna see him and everything. And she found out who the woman was. Cause she wanted to know who was just so beautiful to her husband. So I'm trying to do my hair and talk at the same time. I can't do it. So she's trying to see who just so beautiful to her husband. So when she was about to walk up on the lady, to request to see her husband or whatever, by that time the phone rung and the lady answered the phone, and her name was Linda. So she was like, okay, I got this helper name. Okay. So she was like, I'm here to see Dan Broderick. And then she was like, okay, who are you? And she was like, I'm his wife. In the way Linda looked, because Linda already had her eye on him. Okay. So I'm going to try to cut the story short. They ended up having an affair. And Elizabeth wasn't no fool. She wasn't no dummy. She knew something was going on. He came home one night. She in the bed, excited, ready to see him. She's sitting there reading a book. He come in the room, pulls out a suitcase, and she's like, okay, well, where you going? And he was like, I just need some time. I need space. I need to get away. And then she was like, oh, you going to be with her? And he was like, I don't want to hear it. No, I'm not going to be with nobody and with the woo. And he was. But before then, was before or after? They were discussing getting a bigger home. So while this was after. So he ended up going on another trip. I can't remember, y'all. I think anyway, they were discussing buying another home. And so she was like, okay, well, while you're away, that'll give you time to really think and clear your head. Like, she knew something going on, but at the same time, she wanted her husband, she wanted her family. And he was like, okay, why don't you take the kids to the beach house and I'll be out there. This woman had done packed up the house and everything because she was excited about them getting this new house and stuff. Her and the kids get to the beach house. They open up. I guess they hadn't been there for so long. There was rats in there, bugs and stuff. And so she calls him and like, hey, there's rats in here. And he was like, you got 13 credit cards. Go use one of them and do what you need to do. And he hung up on her. She gets the exterminator out there. A couple of days pass. She calls him again and like, hey, where you at? Me and the kids are ready to see you. We're excited. He tells her, I'm not coming. You and the kids are going to live there. I'm moving back into the house. And she was like, but how is that even possible? You can't move back in there. It's already. And he was like, no. He pretty much did his magic and he's moving back in the house. He moving back in and moved the mistress, the girlfriend in, so the girlfriend can go ahead and redecorate the home how she wanted. So she gets off the phone and she just so confused because she doesn't know what she has done wrong. Like she's just lost. She is so lost, confused, right? So time went on and he not asking to see the kids, none of that. He just living his life with his new girlfriend and moved into the new house. No, not yet. One night, Elizabeth ends up dropping the kids off. She had 2 teenagers and 2 younger ones. She drops them off. Dad pulls up. It's nighttime, and he's like, "Why y'all sitting out here? How long y'all been out here?" And they was like, Mom dropped us off. So he tells the lawyers, other lawyers and the judge and stuff that she's an unfit mom. He don't want her to see the kids at all. This woman couldn't see her kids at all. He promised her for holidays that she would get the children. This woman would go out and buy so much stuff, decorate the house, buy gifts and stuff like that. Then when the day would come, he would tell her, no, you can't see them. And that crushed her. Like, that crushed me just watching it. Like, you would deny this. You know she's not an unfit mom. Everybody around town knew how this woman was with her children. And child, it was just a mess. When I tell you, this woman held him down for 16 years, 4 children. And he left her for another woman and ain't think twice about it. Ain't try to work on her, no nothing. And they end up going to court. They went to court several times. That woman ended up cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs after that. She was leaving crazy messages on there. You know, back then we had the tape recorder voicemail. She was leaving all kind of messages on there. She rammed her truck in the front of the house. She was doing all kind of stuff to them people. Like, she just went crazy. I feel like that mentally, something like that would make a person crazy. It would. I done been hurt before. I ain't never been married, but I've been hurt, and that kind of hurt, it is painful. It's hurtful. Very hurtful for somebody to break your heart. But to be with somebody that long, even 5+ years, to be married to somebody that long, baby, I've been seeing people be married 20, 30 years and divorce. But anyway, the last time they ended up going to court, she had gone through several lawyers, but she wasn't able to. I'm not even gonna say she wasn't able to afford to pay them, because he was writing her like $9,000+ checks every month, and she loved to shop. She had a problem with shopping, and she was a shopaholic. And the lawyers that she had were awesome. I feel like if she would have paid them lawyers and they would have hung in there with her, she might be a free lady today. I don't know. But the last time they ended up going to court, according to the series, she had to represent herself. She ended up representing herself. And she asked him on the stand, she asked him, when did the divorce start, or when did you feel like the divorce started or ended or something like that? And he was like, the day we got married. That woman, I know her heart went to her drawers. I was like, that's a hurtful feeling. And that man played with that woman's heart and mind a long time. What, 2 years? It might have been 2 years, 3 years. I don't know. That woman was tired. She couldn't see her kids. And it ended up being a closed courtroom. She didn't know, she didn't know what this stuff meant, because she had to represent herself. She had a friend that came with her, and this reporter that was trying to support her and be nosy at the same time, get a little detail. She had them in, and she thought that they could sit in the courtroom, and the judge was like, no, this is going to have to be a closed court. And she was like, what do you mean? I don't understand. And he was like, nobody can be in here. And he went to break it down, and he was like, if you want people in here, this is what's going to happen to you. And I'm talking about not good things either. So she was like, okay. So everybody had to clear out the courtroom. Later on, she found out from a friend why they cleared out the courtroom. He done lied to the people talking about she was a child molester. That woman was hurt. When I tell you that woman y'all go on Netflix and watch it. That woman was hurt. So after Linda and Dan ended up getting married, one of her daughters, Elizabeth's daughters, had came to stay with her one night or visit her. And Elizabeth ended up taking the house keys out of the girl purse, her daughter's purse. Baby, that woman went up in their house and shot and killed both of them while they was in the bed. Yanked the telephone out of the wall so they couldn't call 911. and they died. They died. I just really feel like if he would have let her see her children more, and she had a really good lawyer, which he had them, just wasn't paying them, she probably would have been a lot better than what she was. But mentally, that woman was gone. And she is locked up today. Some people don't agree with her doing what she did, and some people do agree with her doing what she did. I'm not saying take somebody's life, but like I said, that's, man, I done had friends that was married umpteen years, and their husbands just leave them, or their wife just leave them. And that type of pain, I can't even imagine. Only thing I can imagine is just being in a relationship and somebody hurt me. I done been through that hurt, and that's hurtful. But to give your time, your money, your energy 24/7 to this person, you done helped them with their career. You done helped fight with him, against him. Like, and I ain't saying fight with him, I'm talking about help him, you know, whether it was verbal or physical, because I know some women that'll stand behind that man, baby, and jump on a whole ninja real quick with him. That's a lot. That is a lot for somebody. I just, that woman, I ain't saying she was right, and I ain't saying she was wrong either. But he shouldn't have did that woman like that. People reap what they sow. These men out here, not just, like I said, not just men, women as well. Women as well. They think they can do what they want to do and treat people any kind of way because of the type of money that they bringing in, or they the ones with the career and they not. May not be perfect, y'all, cause but yeah, y'all, people feel like because they got this and they got that they can treat their significant other any kind of way. Baby, if you want your significant other to make money like you, teach them how to get money, how to make money. You know, especially if you got your own business, let them come up in there and work with you, or work, and you may not want to see each other every day. You know, just put some rules down. Hey, you stay on this side of the building, I'm gonna be on this side. Or get them something, help them do something. They done helped you all this way. You help them, you help your partner, your best friend. You know what I'm saying? But people don't be want to do that. And a lot of people don't realize the same way you got them or her, excuse me, gonna be the same way they leave you. Child, I ain't gonna say seen, I done heard stories where men and women done went up in somebody else and help them pack their stuff to move out. I be having to tell married men, it is not my place to make you happy. If you ain't happy, go get some counseling. Pray about it. People are something else. Something else. Gotta be careful how you treat people. There's a lot of manipulators and liars. A lot of manipulators and liars out here. They lie so much. Manipulators will have you thinking you crazy and you wrong all the time. And you not. And in the beginning, people don't realize that they being played with, you know what I'm saying? Because they love that person. They care about that person. They don't see it, they blind. I know I used to watch movies and stuff, and I've known people to be verbally and mentally and physically abused by their significant other. And I used to be like, man, why you still there? Why you just can't leave? Leave him alone. Leave her alone. You can tell people that all day, but people can't help who they love, who they care about. You know, it's hard for them, especially if they have children together. Especially if they have children together, and especially if they ain't really got no money and nothing to do much with. Some of them feel like they stuck, they can't do nothing. Because they family done turned on them because they done told them 5, 6, 7, 20 times, you need to leave him alone, you need to leave her alone. And the family be done turned on them. And when they really trying to get some help, they can't. Because the family think they playing. And they really not. So many women and men have come up, you know, hurt, missing, stuff like that, from being abused. And then what get me is when you're in a relationship and married, and somebody else comes into the picture, don't be trying to get nobody else to kill your partner off. Just leave. Yeah, leave. Leave them folks alone. Just let them be. You the one chose to step out. If you know you got to pay this much for child support, alimony, whatever it is, maybe you should stay in the marriage. If not, go on about your business. Go on about your business, because ain't no need to take nobody's life because you ain't happy. Or you want your cake and eat it too. I don't know, y'all. It's coming together a little bit. Child. I should have did me a middle part again. And my back is hurting. But I'm gonna do me some stretches when I get off of here. When I get done with this hair. Maybe I should, let me try to use the comb. Okay. I haven't looked in the back, but I'm gonna fix this side. Flat iron this side a little bit. Take it up, flat iron it. And I don't know, maybe I should have did the middle part. Like, I don't know what I look like with it curl. I wouldn't want to curl it though. I want somebody else to do it. Get somebody else to do it. But it's just a little, I don't know. Just a little something. Maybe I should put like a little layer on the side. This is so I won't have a lot to do in the morning. I'm trying to learn. I'm learning how to pluck, child. Yeah, I'm trying to learn all that little stuff. I want to start making my own wigs, honey. So I don't want to switch it up. I can switch it up. But I do like this color. Can't really see it for real. The true color because of the lighting. The lighting. But this is different now. And like I said, y'all go on Netflix and watch this series. It's called Dirty John. It's 2 parts. The first, I believe the first series is with Dan and Elizabeth Broderick, and I think the other one is about a guy named John. Excuse me, I think. Sorry, y'all. Phone that storage is full. Camera shut off. And I told my child to be inside at a certain time with her friends, and she's not. So now she's about to get it because my back is hurting. I done called you 6 times. I just hope I'm able to get up for church tomorrow. Cause yeah, probably end up sleeping on the couch.